All right. All done with the internet thingies, the Facebook thing and the Twitter thing. I do have to message a few individuals. And let's see. There we go. That's one. Please hold. All right. And I believe that's it. Hopefully, dear sister will pop up. You won't know. I think she will have. Maybe I should ping her. I'll ping her. I'll ping her. How about that? Probably the best idea, right? Can you guys give me 30 seconds? Actually, I'm going to talk at you while I type in Messenger. Hold on. I need the reminder that it's a thing. Okay, so that was easy. That was easy. And one more person. Just a moment. And there we go. All right. And done. I put all my attention back on you, lovely people. Lurkers, not lurkers, bots, friendly bots, unfriendly bots, agnostic bots. I have no idea what an agnostic bot would even be. I don't even know how to define that, but all are welcome. It's the internet. We're all friends here, unless we're not. I'm just going to keep contradicting myself until the cows come home. So I'm going to stop talking about that. Let's get started. As soon as we get a few, just need to know if someone's here. There she is. Hello, hello, hello. Everyone say hello to Brown Bunny, aka aka Photo Spice. Ex-podcaster. She had a sewing or knitting podcast. And now she knitting. There we go. There we go. I'd like to see her get back into either the podcast or the YouTube or even into the Instagram game. We'll see how that goes. All right, this week, humidity is up. The humidity is on the rise here. So we had to bust out our, what do you call it? I don't even know what it's called. You know, you have YouTube ideas? Make them happen. Make them happen. Start with the basics. Don't overdo it. It doesn't have to be perfect the first time. Just get the core. Why am I clapping like they do on Twitter? That's because that's what you're supposed to do for emphasis, and I can't do the up and down casing. Okay, so anyway, we have to we buy this spray that we shoot into the air conditioner to kill bacteria and stuff like that. So that's what we did yesterday or the day before. Summer is here. Summer is here, and I am not happy. Alrighty. Okay. I need assistance. You got it. All you gotta do is ask. So today, Today. As usual, sorry, we're going to do this in a different order today. Today we're going to have video of the week, double dash results, tower thoughts, tower wisdom, tower thoughts. I've just confused myself. Sharing is caring. No, not like that. Gaming photos, USP, dating and you, V25RS, keeping it clean. These are all very, very shrouded in mystery. There's another word I was looking for, but my brain is failing me now. So hey, let's just go back to this and talk about this show is brought to you by Breakbeat Kings, which you're listening to right here. It is royalty free, and neither Twitch nor YouTube shout at the audio contained within, so we are winning. SIPS, CSV Kit, Curl, Image Cat, these are all geeky tools that I am gradually coming to get more control over. They power this show. They grab the images, they resize images, they add for future. There's a future feature I'd like to include. When I'm showing the each image, you can actually have show the description for the image, like a comment. I can add that to the image. I don't know how to have it appear properly without breaking everything, so that's gonna take me a few weeks. Sharing is caring. Yeah. See. Yeah. I know. It's only thing I could write. Everyone. I know what people relate it to, but that's not what we're going to talk about today. Hey, what's up, TV Cow? TV Cow. I rented a one-day server on Battlefield 4. It's going well. I see you managed to convince your PS4 controller to work with your PS3. I've been fiddling, as I just said, with the Battlefield 4 servers. And I'm really starting to think that these whole country alignments and nation states based on just where you are geographically. I've never played BF4 and played. So you have your own server. I would have my own server. I set up the rules. I set the map rotation, how the game is played. I can even password protect it. But I need hundreds and hundreds of people to play the game with, so that there's always someone in the server. But I need hundreds. I've never wanted a large following until now. And not so much a following, fellow enthusiast. Right? The dream would be to have a server. This is the dream. It sounds so ridiculous, but one can dream, right? Yeah, it would be awesome. This is the PG. Even though this is the podcast, we still stick with shoot and shucks. I wouldn't sell access. I don't think I can resell the access. I would love to have a Battlefield 4 server where the streamers that are in the community, that we all know, that play BF4, a server for everyone to come in so they can A, play the game, and B, create their content without interfering with people that just want to play the game normally, right? That's the dream. I ran into 2 different streamers playing Battlefield 4 last week. It was annoying. It does, right? So everyone just comes in, and the streamers are there to create content and play the game, and then the people who are participating realize they're there to play the game. They're going to be content. Oh my God. So in both cases, I tuned into their YouTube live stream, and it wasn't, oh, I'm playing the game. It was, I need content. So what does this gun do? Okay. So they played at one point years ago, but now they're back in the game because of the trailer that dropped, right? So they want to make content for their channel. Okay. So what is this? All right. So I should go here and do what? All right. So I'm gonna do the thing. All right. So how do I do the thing? They're not playing the objective. They don't care about what we're doing in the game. It was horrible. It was just for them to create content. I was so angry. If that's what you want to do, yeah, twice in 1 week, I ran across 2 YouTubers. Oh my God, I was so mad. If that's what you want to do, rent a server for a day and then invite all your friends and say, you guys are going to be my content. How do you feel about that? You going to shoot us? Yes. Bet. Right? And you let everyone in the server know, today we're focusing on this. Right? Ugh. So annoying. All right. So, I got distracted here. So yeah, this is an ImageCat, Canva, and as usual, we have 2 great videos this week. Funkbot 10,000. Right? Yeah. So I think I can rent one for 90 days for like $60. But it's no use if I can't fill the server with 64 people because the main thing you want to play Battlefield is the big 64 player large scale conquest, right? That way it's more objective based. All right, as usual, Funkbot 10,000. Okay, yeah, that's cool. That's perfect because I've got it. Next week for me is going to be absolutely crazy work-wise. It's probably going to be one of the busiest weeks I've ever had. It might break me. I'm not sure. Okay, so this week's video of the week is Clowncore. Strap yourselves in. Yeah. People that follow you, yeah? Yeah, you too. And there's sort of things happening in your life, so yeah, keep focused. Buckle your seatbelt. Hey, Binary. Dude, Clowncore. The song is called Hell. I have to say the name of the song, okay? Hades. It's about 2 minutes long. I can wait. Go ahead, enjoy that. Oh, I clicked it by mistake. No. If I could have a notification, I'd be down. It's rough for me at the moment. I'm working an unbelievable amount. Oh, this week I know you are. But that would be the point, though. If I can get a bunch of people to just come and play Battlefield 4, and hopefully Battlefield 2042 will have servers also for consoles. But right now, Battlefield 4, that would be the point. Just get everyone playing the game. Go in. You know who you're playing with. You pretty much know everyone, the other 64 people in the game at any one time, or most of them anyway. You're squatting up. You're just talking nonsense while you play Battlefield 4. And then laughing at the stupid things that you do and the funny ways that you blow yourself up. Oh, have I blown myself up? You bet your bottom dollar I had. I blew myself up with a grenade the other day. Grenade or a grenade launcher or something. It was hilarious. And it says, who, it lists in the kill feed, who killed who killed whom, by what means. And like, Imorph blew himself up with a grenade. I'm like, oh, GG's, good job, Morph, good job. All right, so I'll let you guys go enjoy Clowncore. I love the weirdest things. This week, Clowncore, which I'll post again just in case you missed the link, are the guys knowers that played that song. Mistakes were made. Right? Oopsies. So Clowncore, Squeak, is Knower, that song that I posted in Discord a couple of days ago. The drummer and the saxophone player from Knower, that jazz clip, are the 2 people in this Clowncore. You're gonna click the link? Excellent. Clowncore is so good, right? It's holy cow. I love stuff like this. I love when people who are ridiculously talented. You remember? Excellent. Okay, so I'm gonna whisper while everyone goes off and listens. I love when ridiculously talented people, the live gig. If it's the live gig video, yes. So Clowncore, just the drummer and the saxophone player from that band. So basically, the drummer, well, everyone, they're ridiculously talented. Okay. Yeah, TV Cow, do your thing. It's probably midday for you, right? Same as we're probably close in terms of time zone. So, Lewis Cole. It's 8 a.m. Okay, it's going on 12 here. Okay, so we're kind of close. We're close enough in time, yeah? It's almost perfect. It's almost perfect. Also, good morning. Get yourself some coffee. I love when wickedly talented people have a weird twist or quirk to them. So we have David Bowie, even though he was probably a substance consumer. I can't believe probably. I don't know his whole history. But Ziggy Stardust was like a concept. I love concept concept videos and concept animals. Drinking some coffee, excellent. I'm having a cup right now, so we'll share. We'll have a cup of coffee at the same time. Oh, dude, Clowncore has something they wrote 9 years ago, something about pizza. Lewis Cole, Clowncore, Knower. Look up those three things. Dive into that rabbit hole. And that's what made it awesome, right? That's exactly so. Lewis Cole has the same thing. It's 80s. It's a jazz garage band from the 80s where they still have VHS. And that's his whole thing. Clowncore, I get so much bad, not good vibes from them, and it's nowhere in the same genre. It's like Stan for, I don't know Stan. I didn't follow Eminem. So you get so much bad, not good vibes from them. Expand on that, Squeak. All right, while people are away doing that, we need to push forward. Oh, okay. Bad, not good is a Canadian jazz group. Okay. Oh, and it's his alter ego. I love stuff like that. See? So you turn your talent. Ah, so good. Ziggy Stardust. I think Steely Dan has a thing for like sort of loose concept albums about different stages of life and stuff like that. And Donald Fagen also. Sturgill has, I can't remember his full name. He's really good for that. He did a soundtrack for a video, for animation thing, something or the other. I need a link to bad, not good. Squeak. All right, let's move on to Double Dash. I have class today, so we have to push forward. Double Dash. Here we are at the standings. We have Leizachim with 74 points, over 9,000 with 70. Heavy Metal Racing with 57. Phantom Racers with 48. Red Wind with 48. And Blame with 6. An absolute dismal showing from myself in the Super Formula. I don't even remember what happened, but it was a dismal result. I um, I ran into my teammate as he was entering pit lane. Yeah, yeah, go ahead, whisper it. You could probably post it here also, I think. Also, TV Cal, if you have a Discord, could you send a link to me on Twitter, or Twitter's probably better. I'll look at Twitter. I can't see whispers through the studio app. Yeah, it should be okay. It shouldn't kick you or anything. So I pungled my teammate as he was entering pit lane. I misunderstood his entry into pit lane. Ended up clipping his right rear, and sent him into the wall. Oopsies. So yeah, it was a bad day. So that happened. It looks as if the main battle is going to be between Laser Team and Over 9,000. And then if I can have a few good results, well, actually, third place is still up for grabs. There is a bit of a points gap, but there's still hope. There's still hope. But one or two good races will put you back in the race for third. We'll see how it goes. Alrighty, and let's get the big, beautiful image. There we have it. So the next race is July 11th. Round 6 standing 74, 70, 57, 48, 48, and 6 for Team Blame. Yes, I do. And I actually decided to go ahead and let people access it. It's not very active. It was active initially, as all Discord channels are, but it's sort of quiet. I think that works. There we go. But yeah, just so I can get in touch with you, yeah. Hop in that way if I decide to post something there. If you want to try to revive it or help make it a better, a more active server, that would be great. But it is what it is. So, KRJPN, I think one another. There was a bit of things got touchy toward the end of the race there. We have a few images. We're only going to show one or two images. We're going to show the start. This was the start at the Red Bull Ring. I think Vegeta leading us, and there I am in dead last. That's me way at the back there. I don't know why I'm so far behind. I didn't have a good time. Thank you, TV Cal. Thanks for sliding on in. Welcome to the community slash cult, but not a cult. Thank you very much this week. I hope everyone enjoyed Clown Core. I think we lost Binary. He's probably down that rabbit hole. Bye, Binary. Have a nice day. Have a nice evening. Ping us when you resurface. And then we're going to show the final lap here. This is lap 19. I always wanted to be part of a cult. We're such a nice cult too. You don't have to like cut off an appendage or be branded or sacrifice a family member. You know, kind of a chill cult. We don't break into people's homes. We just drink coffee. It's a very nice cult. Send help. Yes. Yes. My work here is done, ladies and gentlemen. Do we get a cool cult t-shirts? Good to know, right? It's like, whew, bit worried there, right, TV Cal? Just wanted to get that out there on the front street. I guess I need to make a t-shirt. The problem comes down to having to deal with taxes at the end of the year and sorting out my income and who do I report it to. So this past year, I had to report my Twitch stuff to the U.S. government, which meant a whole different form. But it was under a certain threshold for Japan, so I don't have to register it here or report it here. But it's all so stressful. We do have a cup though. We do have a mug. Thank you. I make nothing from the mug because I don't want to have to deal with taxes yet. I'm trying to find a service here in Japan that I can offer t-shirts and stuff like that that will come on the Japanese side, which will simplify the whole process because then it's all reported on the Japanese side, and then anyway, taxes, right? You've got to sit down and just start your taxes for next April. Start now. Just go through and look at what doesn't relate to you and line it all out. Just line all the things out that don't relate to you. Like that page doesn't relate to me. Virtual currency, that doesn't relate. Yeah, see? Yeah, I can imagine. TV Cal, it's so infuriating. So go through and just look at what doesn't go through the form. Go through the 1040 and line out what doesn't relate to you. Because you're probably looking at the whole thing, right? This doesn't relate to me. This doesn't relate to me. Not sure about this. This definitely doesn't relate to me. I don't even know what that is. Sounds like it doesn't relate to me. And line all the things out that don't relate to you. Then anything that's left is what you go to that line for that in the instructions. And only focus on what relates to you directly that you're sure about. Things that are not sure about, hit them second. And then confirm the things that you've lined out don't relate to you at all. And then you're done. Break it down. You just got to break. Don't try to digest the whole thing, yeah? But do that now. Or look at your taxes from the previous years and look at all the lines that are filled in. Line everything out that's not filled in. And then just go to those lines and see why they're related to you. Break it down. Break it down. Break it down. Break it down. Okay, enough harping for me. All right, let's move on. I need to go back a few. Right, Taoism. I think that's where we're going to next. I could be wrong. Let's confirm. Double dash. Yeah, Tower of Thoughts, Tower of Wisdom. Close enough, right? Okay, so this is going to be an interesting one. So, this is really simple. So you lose 50% for royalty taxes based on the tax interview, and then 5% on currency conversion. Good God, see? That's infuriating. That makes me angry. I'm angry for you, TV Cal. I'm angry for you. So this week's Tower of Wisdom is usually Tower of Wisdom is sort of like something deep and philosophical. On the surface, this doesn't look deep and philosophical. It's so angry, right? Urgh. It is what it is. Yeah. Okay. Get your coffee and take care. Well, I'll see you this evening if you're online. Yeah, on Twitch. All right, Tower of Wisdom, share what you know. I shout at everyone for this. I shout at everyone. Share what you know. My lovely wife, aka Midnight Chef, knows plating. She knows how to put food on the plate, make average, everyday food look nice. Don't fill, and the basic rules are, don't fill the plate with food. Don't fill it to the edges. Right? Think about the colors, cut the food the way that you want it to appear, and yeah, things like that. Make shapes. She makes shapes. Yeah, she does. She does. We did a thing about that a few episodes back about how to put food on the plate. I don't have access to that right now. Remind me in Messenger to send you that graphic. She doesn't understand how good she is. And I keep shouting at her. It's like, no, seriously, you're good at this. But professionals, it's like, stop. Fist-sized portions. Yeah, sometimes it's fist-sized portions. Exactly. That's another good one. Perfect. And it won't fill the plate. And that way you see the plate, the food looks inviting, and you get a lot of small plates, or you just wash the same plate and put more things on it. And right, it comes out and it looks nice. Okay, so share what you know. Everyone has some sort of knowledge. There's something that you know that you think everyone else knows. That's not true. That's not, so other people may know. It's possible, but in general, you know something that others don't. For example, I knew about clowncore. How did I find about clowncore? Because YouTube knows about clowncore, knew about clowncore, and said, "Hey, you've been going down this music hole recently. You like Davey 504? Uh huh, uh huh. You like this other musician? Uh huh, uh huh. Have you heard about clowncore? No, YouTube. Oh, let me share this with you. I'm in." So I'm passing that along to you, Squeak, and everyone here, and Binary. Share what you know. It could be a YouTube link about a band. It could be about how to put food on the plate. Share what you know. So important. That's why, dear sister, you are struggling with taxes, because the government didn't share what they know about taxes. They just said, here are the instructions. Well, I'm going to share what I know about how to break things down so you can into digestible chunks so that you can get it done. Exactly. That's exactly. Wait, right now? Sure. Share something that you know. So, uh, my dear sister here, Brown Bunny, spent 1.5 hours teaching her best friend about how to meal prep healthy food options this morning. Uh, the squeak is like fist size portions. Boom. Share what you know. Sure, let's do it. That's what the podcast is about. It's about you guys. All right. So, okay, we gotta motivate. Oh, we're doing it. We're good on time. We're good on time. I have class today after this, so I have to leave at 1 or finish at 1 ish. Fiber is important after you're 30. Yes. Oh my God. So this week, I've been wanting to tweet something, but I felt it was a bit TMI. It was a bit TMI. But this was the tweet. This was going to be the tweet. Hey, Silver, this is going to be the tweet. You know how in movies, you always see people in, senior citizens in the nursing homes talking about having a solid bowel movement. Well, let me tell you about the past week. It's amazing. But yes, fiber is important after you're 30. Yes. And yeah, exercise is important too. Lettuce, rinse, cut, dry. Store in container with paper towels to absorb moisture. Will last for a week. There you go. Resistance training is so incredibly rewarding and much easier to start than most people think. Yes. Give us an example of one of your. What resistance exercise did you start with? Binary. Yes. Yes. You don't need any equipment. Oh, so good. It's the truth. Right? So, for lettuce, I wish I would. Could someone write these down and then send them to me? All of this. Fiber is important after you're 30. Um, a fist-sized portion. Could someone write these down and then send them to me? So lettuce, rinse, cut, dry. Store in container with paper towels to absorb moisture. Will last for a week. I'm gonna share that with Midnight Chef. I need someone to write these down for me. Thank you. So while Binary's typing, I started doing push-ups. You guys remember I went on that whole push-up kick, right? I've kept doing them every day, and it went from just doing push-ups on the like just my hands on the floor. I bought the thing body weight. If you have a floor, you have a gym. The basic push-ups, squats, lunges, crunches, and rows. I can't do crunches because my back is jacked up. And when you get to a certain age, it sort of jacks up. Crunches are really bad for your back. So I found some other ways to do push-ups or sit-ups, and it's this weird thing where you anyway. Yes, but body weight exercises, push-ups, squats, lunges, and if you're young and you have no damage to your back, crunches and rows. I don't know what rows are, but yes, body weight exercise. Oh, so much easier to get into. You don't need anything. You need nothing. Just a floor in your body. If you don't have a body though, we need to talk. Then it's quite possible if you're hovering above the ground, if your feet don't touch the ground, we need to talk. And basically my message is just walk into the light. Just walk into the light. I know the whole Carol Ann, don't go into the light, Carol Ann. That's go into the light. If you can hold, a great alternative for your core is if you can do push-ups, yes. Bring your leg to your chest. Oh, I'm gonna try that. It lifts feet some more. My feet are not touching the ground. So are you hovering? Are you hovering like no contact with anything else? Leave the undead alone. Planks, core strength. Yes. Get all of this, dear sister. All of this is so solid. Copy paste. I'm gonna try this right now, binary. So I'm gonna do a push-up, and then I'm going to bring one of my legs to my chest. If you hear a snap and a scream, send help. Hold on. I'm trying this right now. All right. I kicked off my slippers, moved my chair. All right. Here we go. Push up. All right. And we're pushing. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, 2. And 8. Oh. I just did 1. I did a push up, brought my left leg in, extended it back out. Push up, brought my right leg in. I'm done. That's it. Dude, those are hard. So, planks, standard push-ups, that crazy push-up that Binary just introduced. Oh, wow. That's hard. That was really painful. Share what you know, ladies and gentlemen. That was really hard. All right. Crew. Right? You gotta be so. It's like, wait, what? It's like, are we fellow cultist? It's fine. We're all friends here. We're all cultists here. All right. So hopefully someone has gathered all this information. Cultist, yeah, cultist. All right. So we're gonna come back to that in a bit. We're gonna come back to this image in a bit. We're gonna go to gaming, and we're gonna talk about gaming photography, GameTography. Most video games now have a photo mode. But what I want, so for example, No Man's Sky. Let's go to No Man's Sky first. All right, Nate, if you have any knowledge, like a simple one-line piece of knowledge, for example, Squeak said, fist-sized portions on your plate. Fiber is great after you're 30. If you got something along those lines for us, that would be great. Please share it with us. And my dearest sister is hopefully collecting all of this. All right, so let's move on to GameTography. So I love No Man's Sky mainly because of what you can do in the photo mode, and you wander around and just have your little thoughts. TA stands for Together Alone. I don't know where the 16 came from. This was an early photo. That's a ship from a different playthrough. But you find these, like there's little locations on planets where you have that little, you see that cube there, that ball? If you access that, you hear the story of whatever happened to the ship, right? Basically how they died. They're all crashed ships. And there are some resources there. And I don't know what the flags represent. Maybe someone has figured that out. So I stumbled across this. I'm like, I really like this. So I picked it up. And it's mine in a different playthrough. But GameTography it allows you to express yourself without having to go outside in the real world. Which is what I'm all about recently. This planet was weird. This was a really weird planet, and by weird I mean normally in the game you have each planet, the planets in general have an overall feel to them that's similar. But this one just had trees everywhere. The whole thing was just ice and trees, and that's what was weird. It was a combination of ice and snow and trees everywhere. And like back behind me, they're just rolling hills, nothing but hills, rolling hills, mounds, trees, and snow. This was the whole planet. And we were flying around just going, and it was huge. And this is me trying to capture that. I don't remember which playthrough this was in, but I loved this planet. And there was no space station. It was just this lost planet all by itself with a sun and ice and snow and rolling hills and trees. Really nice. I wish I could find it. I wish I remember the name of it, but it is gone, only to be remembered here in the photograph. This is actually a story. There's actually a sad story that goes along with this photo. It was this guy saying, "All right, bye guys, I'm going off to adventure in space," and there's his spaceship, and then like something horrible happens and he never comes back. Don't ask me why my mind turns to this darkness. I don't know. But it took me a while to get this shot the way that I wanted it. I had to find a location that had no rocks, no boulders, no weird cactus, mushroom fungi, no creatures running around. So I spent a good 20 or 30 minutes just flying around the planet, landing like, no, there's garbage in the background. Oh, there are like little things running around, like, ah. And then I finally found this one like protrusion that was sticking out of the sea that worked. And yeah, so I had to wait for a clean background, no ships flying through, no birds, no pineapple-shaped creatures with 5,000 eyes. Yeah. So this is that photo. It's like, bye, and he went off, and he was never heard from again. The end. I don't know why my mind works this way. Okay. We're going somewhere with this. This was a ship that I picked up. This was probably after I picked up that ship, obviously. And then we went adventuring. And I was heavily into blur, blurring the space around me to capture that motion, and I wanted to get a shot from like the wing, like R2D2 or something like that. I was also in all of these, I think I was experimenting with wide angle. Yeah, I'm into that the streaking lines and trying to capture that in space is really difficult. So it was a combination of wide angle, blur, and bokeh, kind of blurring out the action. It gives a nice sense of motion, right? Thank you, binary. That's what I was going for. I'm really terrible with landscapes. I'm terrible with wide angle lenses. So this was me trying to improve or get a, a hold or control over wide angle, landscape-ish kind of big sweeping spaces. Really difficult for me. So I cheated. I decided to fill like what almost half of the frame with the ship, and then the rest with the rocks and then the planet in the middle there. But this shot took forever. This shot took forever. We're gonna talk about how many shots you take before you find what you're after. I shot this from underneath. I shot it from the right hand side. I just did so many different things. And out of all the photographs I took, this was the only one I liked. There have to be at least 40 or 50 shots that I'm just like, no, 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 almost. Oh God, I moved too much. So difficult. We're gonna loop back to that concept in just a minute. So again, this was trying to get. I didn't know what to do with the landscape. So, oh, there's that planet. This is still that planet. I'm still on that planet. You can see all the ice, all the trees. This is the whole planet. Oh, I love this place so much. So whenever I try to do landscapes, I always have to have bokeh. I just don't know how to get everything in the frame and make it look right. So I cheat. This is not quite wide angle, but there's more open space that I'm comfortable with here. I immediately know that it's that planet. So many trees. They look like regular trees. It's like Alaska everywhere with trees. It's like a tropical Alaska. If that's even possible. I think that's it. There might be one more. Okay, then we have 6. Okay, and this is the final one. So Alaska as a planet, yes, with fern trees. And then that's actually what No Man's Sky considers to be a creature. Fauna. It actually moves around. It's alive. It eats whatever it eats. And it's me going, bad marble entity. Sit. Stay. So I want you guys to wrap your head around this concept. That's a living thing. And it just sort of rolled around and did marble things. All right, we're going to zoom through this, you guys. We're going to get somewhere. We got to loop back to another thing. All right, so this whole concept about like taking multiple shots. And those of you who have hung out my Ghost of Tsushima or Red Dead, you see me like constantly just moving around trying to figure things out. because it's not easy. This photography gig is not easy. Some people can just look at a scene and boom, get the picture they want the first time. I hate those people. I hate people that are capable of doing that. So this was I don't know where this was in Ghost of Tsushima. This is one photograph. We have the main character standing there, looking menacing, right? We have the same photograph, but with a different overlay, which changes the feeling, right? Landscapes are so hard. I hate landscape photography. And by hate, I mean I'm envious of those who are capable of capturing landscapes. So this is the same image, but with a different sort of overlay, right? And it changes the feel, right? So we have this, and then we have this. So just solely by changing the overlay, we get a different feeling, a different feel. This is the exact same location. I haven't changed the character's position at all. I've just moved the camera. That's why photography is hard. Amazing, but hard. So I just move the camera. Instead of facing directly at the character, we drop down. Right? So it's a wide angle setting. I drop down. Boom. I think we have the same angle, maybe with a different overlay next. I'm not 100% sure. Yes. So the overlay, I prefer this overlay. I don't know how other people feel. But even the overlay changes the tone and the feel. The lower angle, chef's kiss. Mwah. Right? So I think we have another, same location. That's why you stick with abstract art. So this is the same location, the same pose. Was that 16:9? A different overlay, and this is what you get. All I've done is move the camera. That's it. I've changed the angle and the focal length. But the character itself, the scene hasn't changed. I'm just moving around. Change the overlay, it feels like something else. I forgot how many images we have here. Was that 6? Did we just do 6? Okay, so this is why I love photo mode. This is why I can never complete games, because I'm doing this. I'm taking a photo. There are actually about 3 or 4 other poses or angles that I shot here, but I didn't bother posting them. But there's so... Wait a minute, aren't there more? Hold on. Oh, okay. Wait. I've lost some photos. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Ah, yes. Same photo, but different overlays. That's it. So same exact photo, different overlay, and you get a different feel, right? And that's the most drastic right there. So recently, I haven't had much time to. Battlefield 4 has been eating up all my gaming time. I've had much time to get back into Ghost of Tsushima or No Man's Sky, Red Dead, Escapes mode in Gran Turismo Sport. And I feel that's what's lacking in my life. That's the big gap in my life is I haven't had a chance to take any photographs. But the thing is, it takes so long. I can just sit in one space for an hour or two, just going around like, oh, maybe I'll shoot from here. Okay, I'll move the character over here. And those that follow me on the stream, you didn't see how bad it could really get. I had to control myself during the streams. But one of the main reasons I stopped streaming Ghost of Tsushima and the other games because I was constantly wanting to take photographs, but I know how bad it can get. So I had to figure out some sort of compromise. So I need to finish all these games. I just want to take photos the whole time, so I don't know what to do. But that's the power of photo mode, and this is why I love photography. Got that off my chest. All right. So we're gonna loop back around. I think we're ready to loop around. Yes. Okay. So wrong tab. Must get back to correct tab. There we go. So we had our Tower of Wisdom, right? Share what you know. So this brings us to why it's important to share what you know. I wish you guys could see my expression. I've got this grin on my face. This is the dating advice. This is dating advice from iMorph. So share what you know. Here we go. So there's something in the business world called unique selling point or unique selling proposition. Right? So there's a unique selling point and a unique selling proposition. And we have a link. I can't remember everything that's on this page itself, but if you go here, there's an explanation of what the user unique selling point / proposition is. Okay, so if you go there, basically, you have basic benefits of a product, additional benefits, and then unique selling point. So FedEx, the basic benefit is delivering your package, right? Delivering what you want from point A to point B across the continental U.S. Then you have the additional benefits of it being fast. The unique selling point was 24 hours. Within 24 hours. That was the unique selling point. And it was relevant to sort of business people. It was mainly aimed at business people, right? Small business, big business, and maybe, like your grandma trying to send a present to their grandson, day of, something along that line. And then you have to prove it, right? So you have to show this is what we did, this is how it happens, and they would prove to you it works. You can apply this to yourself. You can apply this concept to yourself when you're filling out your dating profile or talking to someone or how you present yourself throughout the day. I can't believe I'm going down this path. So, for example, is this where I want to go with this? Uh-oh. Hold on. I may have gotten lost. No. Okay. So, for example, car care with Vegeta. This is his BMW after he has cleaned the interior engine bay. Now you're thinking, This comes to share what you know. plus unique selling point. We're going to blend these two things together. Okay? All right? I love doing things like this. Taking A and B, look like they shouldn't go together, but they do. Share what you know, and then unique selling point. I'm going to blend these together. You tuned in at the right moment, at the right time. You had the dating advice. so, share what you know, unique selling point. So this is the engine bay of Vegeta's BMW. It looks nice, doesn't it? Right? I mean, it's hard to keep an engine clean. I would never think to clean an engine bay. So if we bounce back, and if we were to think about this, so the basic benefit, I wish Vegeta were here. So the basic benefit is car care, right? Okay, anyone can offer car care, right? You can vacuum it out, maybe wash the car, right? Additional benefit is not only is it car care, but if you, Vegeta, you're not here, but I'm going to sing your praises. If you date Vegeta, let me tell you, hey, the guy, he used to, that's proof. The proof comes last. I don't know where that proof comes. He used to detail vehicles, right? That was his, I think he had his own small business where he did car detailing, if I'm not mistaken. So Vegeta knows cars. So you get the basic benefit of a clean car, right? The additional benefit of not only clean, like you get from at the regular car wash, but we're going to pay attention to detail. So we're going to add maybe some detailing, like add a few like carbon fiber this and carbon fiber that. We're going to keep not only the inside of the car cabin itself, but the wheel well and things like that. Now the unique selling point, so engine bay. So not only you get the clean car, basic clean car, you get clean engine, wheel well, rims, underneath the car, and the engine bay. Now the unique selling point for Vegeta is this. You get all of this, all in your own garage. All you gotta do is date Vegeta. That's it. My man Vegeta has got you covered. Oh, a boyfriend that will help me clean my car? So, hello, right? Right? You don't have to take your car anywhere. The money that you save, you can spend on your hobby, or on your boyfriend, or on your home. That plant you wanted that cost $100, guess what? You saved $100 because Vegeta, your man, has got you covered. Boyfriend that will keep your car clean and sparkly. All of it. And if you want to add details, if you want to add a decal, or if you want to add a carbon fiber part to make the little wing on the back look good, my man Vegeta has got you covered. And as proof of this, ladies and gentlemen, what is wrong with me? As proof of this, here is an image. We don't have a before and after, but this is his BMW. It's quite a few years old. The engine bay of his BMW. Look at that. Look at that. I will keep him well stocked in baked goods. Okay. I'm out. You're welcome, Squeak. It is entertainment, right? I'm trying to be educational, but provide a healthy dose of entertainment. This is my job. Squeak, take it easy, man. Everyone give hugs to Squeak. He is I don't know quite the correct term. I don't know if conductor is the individual that drives the train or the guy that stands at the back. I'm horrible this week, and please educate me. The dude drives trains. So, you've never looked under the hood of your current car? He's a choo-choo driver? Thank you, Silver. Thank you, yes. We're going to explain it like you're 5. Yes. Yes, choo-choo driver. So my man Squeak is all over the, I think, Midwest of the U.S. I'm not quite sure where his route takes him, but he spends a lot of time in that cabin. And, yeah, locomotive engineer. There we go. Yeah. So hearts to the Squeak. one of those unsung heroes. He gets things done. No one ever talks about locomotive engineer. No one. Backbone. Backbone of a culture. Backbone of America. Getting stuff done. Thank you, Squeak. And he has an awesome music room. Excellent. So your neighbor's kid wants to be a locomotive engineer? Excellent. Encourage that. Someone's got to do the hard work. Someone's got to do the things that are not the things that are not no longer glamorous. Used to be glamorous. Kids in Japan love trains and locomotive engineers. You're welcome, Squeak. Hearts, man. Big hearts. All right. So, Brown Bunny. You love trains, right? So, Brown Bunny, what do you think about our friend Vegeta here? And he has, sounds like quite the catch, right? But wait, there's more. There's more. Okay? PS4, PS5, with a nice set of speakers that he built a whole little thing to hold his speakers. Yes, there's more. There's more. Gamer, sim racer. He used to teach a driving course. He's a licensed teacher for, I'm not quite sure what exactly, but some sort of driving course instructor to teach driving. Oh, yes. Big into cycling. Loves coffee, loves to cook. Pretty much my job here is done, right? So, think about what you're capable of doing. Share what you know. It's also your unique selling point when you go on the dating apps. You're welcome. So, let's move. I don't know what I'm doing half the time. Well, I know what I'm doing, but I don't understand why I'm doing it. So let's look at car care. So you saw the photograph. And I have some basic how to take care of your engine bay. So, car care requirements. You will need a water hose, an old shower curtain, a brush, a rag, in and out spray. That should have been in quotation marks, so you know that in and out the spray is what I meant to say. So this is what you need. Water hose, old shower curtain, a brush, rag, in and out spray, and space. Right? And the procedure is cover the electronics with the old shower curtain. Sort of rinse everything, wash everything, brush the surfaces, rinse again, spot clean, and then apply in and out to the sort of plastic, carbon fiber, the bits that need buffing and polishing. I'm sitting here chuffed with myself that I made it to the end. I tied all of this together. So I'm sitting here smiling at myself. So we have share what you know. Unique selling point. If you blend these together, right? That becomes your dating profile, or just when you have to go for a job interview, or you're justifying why you want to raise. This is how you do it. Think about the knowledge that you have and how you, maybe it's in the shape of how you solve the problem or a solution, right? Share your solutions to problems. And then you have the, we have to go back, a directory. What was it? Right? So why why your solution is relevant, and then proof that it worked. And that's how you get your promotion, your raise. You justify why you should get more money and why you're awesome. Yes, what is your question? So again, unique selling point, share what you know, blend them together, winning. Did someone ask me how to create a dating app profile? No. Are you trying to figure out how my brain works? Why I decided to pick? I have no idea. This is just my brain puts some things together, and this is what comes out of it. Sometimes I have zero control over the inputs. I have no idea. My brain is very messy. I think what happened was, all right. Let me try to piece this together. If your goal is to figure out my brain, okay. So I try to reverse engineer everything to find the center of gravity or the basic concepts that drive things. That's it. That's pretty much all I do. So, for example, that you weren't here for it earlier, and you may not have seen it in the Discord. There's a song by this band called Knower, and the drummer Lewis Cole, who's some sort of jazz genius, along with the saxophone player. There's a song that they have that I posted in the Discord, and I listened to it, and I immediately wanted to dissect it. I am not a real musician, but I know enough to where I can fake my way at a basic level. But I kept listening to it. So one thing that I learned from listening to jazz is that you can hear parts of the music move from one instrument to another. So the piano, like if the sax player is doing his solo, the piano player will sort of very vaguely outline the chords. Right? That way the jazz player knows, the sax player knows where he is in the solo, and they sort of generally outline the chords or sort of the rhythm, right? The drummer will do the same thing. They're sort of generally outlining what's happening, right? And they'll sort of be through like the rhythm, right? And then when the solo shifts to the piano player, someone else has to outline the chords. Right? And so I realized people are outlining different things. The rhythm, the piano player will pick up something that the sax player did in the solo and incorporate that into his playing, right? So he's outlining this rhythm, this pattern. While the piano player is soloing, the sax player will take what he's hearing, he'll sort of outline the chords, right? And then pick up whatever the piano player was doing earlier and incorporate that. And then when it goes to the drummer solo, the sax and the piano will sort of have to really fade away into the background, right? But they're still, you hear them, they can't do anything too percussive because that's the drummer's job. So you hear like this, dun, they'll just play bits and pieces, right? So that you, the audience, the listener, know where you are in the song, right? Now sometimes the drummer goes crazy and just like stops. It's like, well, let's let him go. But it moves around. Things move around the song. So if you listen to Knower, it all sounds like percussion. What the saxophone player is playing, what the keyboard is playing, it all sounds percussive because he's a drummer. I think just mainly because he's a drummer. So I said to Midnight Chef, my wife, I said, it sounds like this song was chopped up. It sounds like this song was chopped up and then different people are playing just different bits of the song, right? As if it were chopped up. I watched an interview and he said that's exactly what he does. That's how he writes his music. He writes the whole thing and then they chop it up. But it's all from the perspective of a percussionist, a drummer. So that's why it sounds so complex. That's why the bass lines sound complex. The sax is because it's written by someone who does percussion. And that's how he views the world. And he just says, okay, I've written this thing. I think you should play this bit of it, but like this. And you need to play this bit of it. Okay, and you need to play that bit of it. So I'm constantly trying to figure out what the rules are, how things work. And there's always some sort of, you have to reverse engineer to, and by reverse engineer, just boil it down to its key components, right? Which is sort of what the military is about when they say they have their circle of influence. I'm sorry, center of gravity. Sorry, center of gravity. So the military focuses on center, like the different center of gravities. Is that right? And that's like command and control, communication. I just saw that. I just saw Wolfpack last night. Or Wolfpack. I just saw that last night. Oh, that's good. I don't remember what I watched because I was half asleep, but I do remember seeing Wolfpack. Peck. Excellent. I will put that into the YouTube search bar, and then they'll probably start spitting out even more of that. Thank you. Yes, send links. Thank you. So Silver, the center of gravity. This is like, it's probably not just the military, but I first heard of it through the military context. So you want to find things that control a lot of other things, right? So if you can destroy, it used to be factories, right? But if you can destroy a refinery and then remove your enemy's ability to refuel, it doesn't matter how many guns they have, how many tanks, how many men, no gas, no go. So that would be a center of gravity. Gran Turismo Sport, something similar would be like something that controls everything, or a concept, or a group of concepts. Midship, FF, like where the weight, here we go, shifting weight, right? So there's this concept of shifting weight. Brake, you don't want to upset the car, right? So brake, in general, brake in a straight line. Don't lift your foot rapidly. Slowly come off the brake, which is what Nate always says, right? Gently apply the throttle. All your motions, everything revolves around this concept of not disturbing or jerking the weight of the car around, which is what I struggle with a lot. But I know what my problem is, or one of my many problems. So not coming up off the brake rapidly and then causing the car to rock and move about, right? No violent inputs. So I'm constantly looking for these sort of rules. Because once you know the concepts and the general rules and the center of gravity, you could do almost anything. It may take you a long time to get there, but at least it puts you on the path. I will never be a real programmer, but I know enough about input, manipulation, output. I abuse that concept until the cows come home. That's the only concept I know from programming, but I abuse it. I may write the most horrible scripts, but they work. Input, manipulation, output. Error checking. No, I don't know about that. Recursion, I'm working on that. But the core of programming is input, manipulation, output on a very basic level. What you do for a living, Silver, is like way like, I don't know, like Pluto, man. But for my everyday use, Input, manipulation, output. Yes. But that's how my brain works, by the way, if anyone wants to know. You're watching a video the other day? Yes? While he's typing. So that's why you'll see like these bullet points or circles or steps. Because I try to boil everything down to something that's repeatable and gives you the same results each time. Sequence something and something. What's this? What is sequence something and something? What was the three concepts the guy was talking about? Sequence something and something. I wish I knew what the something and somethings were. I think we're discussing programming. So if you notice, all the stuff I present here, it's either a bullet point or a triangle or a cycle. Every programming language and or program. Secret. All right, I need to watch that video. Go back in your history and find out what the two missing steps are. What I do? Sequence. So that's it. So input, manipulation, and output. That's it. That is it. That's it. What do I do? Sequence. I don't quite get that second conclusion. 8-hour video, know where you're finding it. But yeah, input, manipulation, and output. That is it. Cooking is the same thing. Almost everything that we do with some sort of output, that's all you're doing. With some sort of result, there's some sort of input, there's some sort of manipulation, and then you have your output. If you can break things down into steps, concepts and steps that give you the same output, reliable output, you're on the right path. So like I tell my students, if you identify the noun or even the category, and then if you stick adjectives in front of it, you can speak English. And then just say I, verb, the object. If you follow those steps, you can speak English. You can do almost everything. English works on 3 things. Because it's a noun or object-oriented language. Not object-oriented like programming, but it's about, well, kind of like objects. We want to talk about what something is. So adjectives, category, right? Observation, the physical appearance. What that something has, and then either what that does, or what you can do to it, or what you can do with it. But all English revolves around that object. And then if you say what that object is, what that object has, what you do to that object, or what can be done to that object, or you can do with that object, you can speak English if you just focus on first identifying the object. And then just practice asking the question, what is it? What does it have? What can I do with it? Or what did I do to it? And that's it. That's all there is to English. All the other stuff you see surrounding it makes it look complex because the core is so simple. The core of pretty much every language is really simple. You identify whatever it is you want to talk about, answer a few questions about it, and then everything on top of that is just presentation. Hi, I'm iMorph. I'm a gamer. I've just described all programming in the world with English. Yes. What is it? What does it have? What does it do? Yes! So once again, this is proof that I'm on the right path of what I'm trying to teach my students. Thank you. So the reason English is difficult, and I say this every week, why English is difficult for Japanese speakers who are trying to learn English is you focus on the verb in Japanese. And then you describe where. So, what action did you take? or what it might actually be slightly different. I'm a few things I'm trying to figure out. It feels like there's something that a feeling, and then what made you feel that. I think it's kind of more of that, yeah. Like what did you do or how was your week? But everything revolves around category and the verb slammed together in Japanese. So delicious. There's a feeling object adjective. So observation or opinion. Delicious ramen. I ate delicious ramen. So ate delicious ramen is actually the point or the topic in Japanese. So you have this verb and a category slammed together. And then they try to, because it's SOV, they try to describe the whole thing with adverbs. Where, when, with whom, why, to what degree, for what length of time. And that's why it's so difficult for English speakers to understand when Japanese people speak English, because even if they have the vocabulary and the grammar, what they're talking about is, for us, wrong. It's difficult because it's different. You speak Portuguese. Portuguese is your first language, right, Silver? And it's SVO. So I ate a cookie, or I a cookie ate. Which one is it? Okay, that's why it's hard for both of us to pick up to speak. It's so difficult because we want to talk about the object. So when you go to speak, you want to talk about the object. I'm going to talk about house red or house red, right? Because I think you switch your adjectives around, right? So you're focusing on the object, and then you're trying to translate that into Japanese, and it doesn't work because you're talking about the wrong thing. So what you have to identify is what you felt or what you did. Like, for example, if you ate a Big Mac, you don't want to say that you ate a Big Mac. You want to talk about the situation in which the Big Mac was eaten and how that made you feel. Or what made you want to eat the Big Mac. I think I just heard Silver's head explode. And that's what's difficult. That's why I struggle so much with it, because it's hard to make that shift. We're used to, like, it's like a SQL. We're used to search, noun, search, adjective, identify verb, go. Whereas Japanese, it's search object, upgrade it to category. Then, how did that make you feel? Now describe everything around it. It's not everyday conversation. I'm not talking about everyday conversation. It's like, what is? It's not just everyday conversation. It's all of it. It doesn't come across because so this is not conversation. This is how the whole thing works. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You have to cut it up. Yeah. I, Basically, it's identify the verb and then where that took place, or the action surrounding. Identify the object and then identify the category it's in, and then the general verb, and then talk about where, when, with whom, why, under what conditions, without actually mentioning the thing. So, for example, my student on Wednesday, she wanted to know. Actually, I'll say the two students were speaking, and student A was relating what she, who she hung out with, and what they ate and drank. Student B asked, "Oh, was this particular food item homemade?" I'm like, "What?" What she wanted to know was, did you guys eat at a restaurant or were you hanging out at someone's house? But she was going to get there through how the food was made. So instead of just asking, "Hey, did you guys go to a restaurant, or did you hang out? Did you hang out in a restaurant or hang out at someone's house?" She First she wanted to know how the food was made, and then from that she was going to dine, figure out where they ate, where they dined. So how the food was made was going to tell her where where they ate, and that's how Japanese works. I see my students do that all the time. I can't. If I were to speak Japanese, I can't do that. I'll just say, "Hey, where'd you eat? Did you guys hang out at someone's house?" And it was like, "Yes." But getting my mind to identify, okay, so I want to know where they ate. So how can I do that without saying, "Where did you guys hang out?" Oh, ask them how something was made. That'll do it. Destroys my brain every time. I'm going to the kitchen. All right, you guys, it's almost 1. I showered yesterday, but it's been a bit humid, so I'm going to shower again and go. Work practices are the same. It's very indirect. Yes, 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 yes. So if you work somewhere like Amazon or some of these more new tech companies, they actually train people how to communicate directly. It's the same thing we learned in elementary school. Oh, wait a minute. Someone went to some other school. So the things that I learned from my elementary school days are the exact same things that A, I learned in elementary school, B, that Stephen King says. All people. I'm getting upset because I'm mad at everyone again. Now I'm angry. So if you look at what the Stephen King and all these guys say, they'll write things like, "Don't use opinion adjectives or observations. Cute, handsome. Don't. Don't use adverbs. Don't. Everything has to be numerical." Or if they had Google at the time, you put it into Google and that exact item will pop up. If you type in "cute bunny rabbits," the bunny rabbit that you have in your mind is probably not going to pop up. But if you say, if you just put rabbits into Google, you might get jackrabbits or Easter bunny or peeps, right? Oh, wait, not peeps. What are little bunny things for Easter? But if you say, okay, Easter bunny, you're going to get what you want. If you say pink Easter bunny, you're going to get exactly what you want. If you type in so basically I'm saying show don't tell. But if you get, basically it's show don't tell, right? So hot, one of my common examples would be hot. Oh, it's hot today. I've said it here. It's humid today. But I immediately qualify that with I ended up sweating all night. I ended up sweating. I'm sweaty and sticky, so I need to shower. So if I were to say, "Man, this humidity caused me to sweat all night," it gives you a better idea of how hot it was, right? And it caused me to sweat all night. I woke up with sweat stains in my armpits, and my pillow cover was soaking wet. So I need to shower before I go to class. You have a pretty good idea of how bad it was, right? But I say, oh, it was kind of humid last night. It's like, well, define humid. If you Google like Amazon how to write, like how Amazon teaches their employees how to write, it's basically the same thing. Everything needs to have a number, or a color, or a shape, or a size. This reminds you of rabbit you saw at the pet store? Not the same, but okay, clicking. Raising rabbits as pets. That looks like a dog. A rabbit that wants to be a dog. All that fur and those ears. It's like a collie. It's a collie. It's a collie bit. It's a Alaskan. I'm trying, you guys. Alaskan rabbit. Husky rabbit. I don't even know what that is. It looks like a collie. I'm sorry, it looks like a collie and a rabbit mixed. We have that sort of light brown tannish marking, right? With the long hair type dog. The eyebrows look a little bit, they go all the way out over to the side. They actually encompass the ears. This is crazy. It's a collie bit. That's what we're calling it. But yeah, be clear by using adjectives. Shout at your coworkers. Give me numbers. What are we talking about? Are we talking about this item here? What is the price of that item? Most people suck at writing. Most people suck at communicating. I'm not the best. I'm not the best, but I try. At least I know I'm not the best. I strive to improve, ladies and gentlemen. Oh! Also, then I have to go. So I need to shower once. I need to walk out the door by 1:30. It is now 1:02. There's something called English Prime. And they used to recommend English Prime. So English Prime is, you can't use the word is. So English Prime states that English Prime requires the speaker to convert to be problems into active voice sentences. That's how you would state it in E Prime or English Prime. So English Prime is everything is SVO. You can't say A is B. And they use this for people who have depression. Because if you say A is B, it's leaving you no wiggle room. And people tend to fall into bad, good. But if you say, oh, this person caused me to feel uncomfortable, then you have sort of mental wiggle room, right? Or, I started to cry. So it's a sad movie. I cried during XYZ scene. And is it for some reason, when you speak English Prime, where you remove is, because it's so definite. He is nice. I am bad. A laser. So he is nice. He is bad. I am bad. I am wrong. Once you remove that from your vocabulary and you speak with English Prime, it's that for some reason it lifts people out of that state of depression. Now, of course, you can probably talk yourself into it if you use passive voice. Don't use passive voice. Don't use passive voice. It's the worst. Don't do it. It'll jack you up. So yeah, English Prime is quite interesting. I spent a month attempting to solely speak in English Prime. Boy, was it hard. Fun, but difficult. I drove everyone crazy. All right, I gotta go, you guys. Laser, I gotta go. It's 1:05. I need to shower and walk out the door within the next 25 minutes. So I will see all of you lovely people either tonight in the stream. Once more, I'm going to jump around this conversation. Will do. Hey, I'm sorry. It's the time zone thing. Our time zones just are out of sync. Next week, starting actually from today, my week is going to be super duper long. I cannot guarantee I'll be streaming a lot next week. I'm unsure of next week's schedule. Complete mystery. I have to start teaching from 9 tomorrow. So then I have classes on Sunday and then Monday and maybe not Tuesday, then Wednesday. Yeah, they're all stacking up. So I'm going to be quite... Thank you, Silver. Good luck, have fun. I enjoy my job, I really do. It's just, I'm trying to brainwash my students. I mean, trying to help them see language in a different light. Did I say brainwash? No. Such a dirty word. No. Who would do that? All right, I love you guys dearly. Everyone have a wonderful evening, a wonderful afternoon. And remember that iMorph loves you and only wants the best for you. And with that, I am out. Bye. Oh, Gingerbread Man stole your coffee? What? Gingerbread Man, you should be ashamed of yourself. Gingerbread Man, shame. Bye. Bye, everyone. Love you. Mwah. Mwah. Bye, Nate. You have to watch the VOD. Bye.